Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, for those who don't know me. For today's video, I'll be doing a challenge of how I used to do my makeup in high school versus how I do it now. So I do still have makeup that I used in high school, so I decided to use that and stuff like that, and brushes. And on this side I have the makeup that I use now to do my makeup. I am not a professional or anything like that, but yeah, I feel like there is a great difference on how I used to do my makeup and how I do it now. So I'll be doing half of this side of my face, will be recreating like a picture that I'll be putting on the screen. It's a picture of me in high school, and I'll be just doing on this side, I'll be doing how I just regularly do my makeup now. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get to it. Okay you guys, so the side I'll be starting on will be the side of how I used to do my makeup in high school. I'm not gonna put anything on this side of my face because I didn't use primer, moisturizer, I didn't use nothing. So I'm just gonna go straight to the foundation, and I did do everything with the beauty blender. So I'm just gonna put the foundation on the beauty blender, and I will be using the foundation LA Girl Pro Matte and High Definition Low Wear Matte Foundation. So I just used to do this, so I think this is old already, because look. So we're just gonna put it on though. This is how it looks with the foundation on this side. I did use a foundation way wider than my actual skin color, so, and I didn't even blend it in my neck, so I looked really funny. And honestly, I don't know, for all those people that were my friends, I don't know why you guys never told me that I looked like a fucking clown. Next, I used to do like the concealer, and I still use this, but for the concealer I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in this. And keep in mind, I wasn't even like I wasn't those girls that would like actually go and look for their shade and stuff like that. I was like, if this looks like my skin color, so I would just get it. And yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. I still don't know nothing about makeup, but I try, or act like it at least. Look at this baton. So this is how it looks with my face concealed. It doesn't really look that bad, but obviously you can tell that is not my skin color. And I did use everything with a beauty blender. I didn't use brushes or anything. I only used like one brush, and that was for like the contour and things like that. And yeah, so the thing that I would do next is I would set it, and I used the Airspun loose face powder, I think that's how you say it, and I used this one, and I used it on the shade Honey Beige. I would just like, dead ass, I didn't know how to put setting powder or like anything like that, so I would literally put setting powder all over my face, like all over, so like that would make me look like 10 times whiter. So I don't know what yeah, like I said, I did put setting powder all over my face because that's how I used to do it. I don't know why, but I thought I was all bougie and all fucking a makeup artist or whatever. Still am now, but I think I improved, I think. Next, I'm gonna do the contour, and for the contour I still use this, but this is what I've been using since I was in high school, and it's Beauty Treats Face Contour Palette, and it doesn't say like the names or anything like this, but this is what I use till this day. I used to use this shade, but there's no more, so I'm gonna go to the one that I did do also after I got rid of, like after this one was gone, which was this one. I don't know, like I'm saying, I thought I was whiter than I actually am, so I'm just gonna go in with this. And I don't know what this brush is for. It's just from e.l.f. It's a small stipple brush, it looks like this. I don't know why I used this one, but I don't know. But we're just gonna go in and we're gonna do the contour. The fuck? There's nothing. So this is how it looks like after I contoured. Next, I am gonna be doing the eyeshadow. My eyeshadow, I didn't I didn't conceal it or whatever. I just went on with the eyeshadow and everything. And I do still have the palette that I did use, and this is the Marina and Dean, I think if that's how you say it. And it's this one. As you can tell, this one I use a lot. This is the one that I would use like all the time. And that's the one I'm gonna use now because, yeah. And for the brush, I would use this Bebe brush. Doesn't have like a name or anything, it just says that it's from Bebe. And it looks like this. So, yeah. And I wasn't like into like putting, like doing the wing or anything like that, you know? It's just like slapping on the eyeshadow and stuff like that. That's about it. And I didn't prime it or anything like that. I didn't do nothing. So we're just gonna go straight to it. Yeah. I only used one shadow for my whole eye. Don't know what I was thinking or doing or whatever. I am gonna be doing my eyebrow. I didn't like gel it or anything. It was horrible because I really don't know who let me do honestly, I don't know who let me do my eyebrows in high school. They were so ugly. Oh my god, you guys are gonna see one. So yeah, I wouldn't clean them or anything. I still don't, but like I wouldn't clean them. I wouldn't like fade them. I wouldn't do anything. They would like literally look like a square, then oh no, I think, yeah, this is more like accurate how I used to do them. Horrible work, but okay. After this, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put highlight. We're gonna be using the Beauty Creation Sweet Candy palette. This is the palette. It's really, really dirty. I haven't used it in a long, long time. And for this one, I would use this color, which is named Sunday. And I would use this brush from Echo Tools. And I would just like go like this and just go. Oh, I used to swear I was like the makeup queen or whatever. I don't know. It was funny because I would have friends that would be like, oh my god, hazme maquillaje and things like that. I'm just like, girl, don't trip, I got you. Pero la verdad es que no sabía nada. I am gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes. And this is the one that I used, and it is the Super Lash Mascara by Apple. Whenever I would put like on mascara, I would always leave, me dejaba manchada like mascara todos los días, no importaba cuál día era or like cuánto me ponía, siempre, because I would always go all the way from the bottom and go like this. And then I would use like a lot. And then on the bottom, my eyelashes también and things like that. So it looked horrible, like estaba manchada de mascara donde sea. So this is how it looked. So after this, I did go ahead and I'm gonna do my lipstick, lip gloss or whatever, and I'm gonna be using the Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color, and I believe this is the color red. It doesn't have a color like name or whatever, and it's this one. I'll just slap it on like I do with everything, and no eyeliner or nothing. I still don't use it. Guys, this is my final look for my high school throwback makeup look, I guess, how I used to do my makeup. It was kind of, well, like I said, it's not that bad, just my eyebrows were really ugly, honestly. And honestly, I really don't know why my mom didn't stop me or whatever. My sisters, come on now. But anyways, we're gonna move on now. We're gonna move on to doing my face how I do it now. So let's get to it. First thing I do now when I do my makeup is I do hydrate it slash moisturize it. I don't know how a lot of people say it. And I do moisturize it because my face is kind of dry now, and I do like to moisturize it because I feel like it looks way better now when you put all the foundation and things like that. So what I do use to hydrate my face before I put on everything is the Olay Active Hydrating Beauty Fluid Lotion Original. This one. I do put a little dot on it, like a little dot, because I did see a video where they say like you have to actually put exactly like what your face needs. If you put more than it needs, it is bad for your skin. It's kind of like the amount of what I put like on each side of my face. So how I said this, I did not moisturize it back then, so this is not moisturize this part of my face. So right here I am gonna moisturize it right here. I do go ahead and I like moisturizing. I feel like the most important thing in my face that needs moisturizing is my nose, because cuando te pones maquillaje como aquí, se te pega como todo el foundation, and it looks like really crusty and kind of like ugly, you know. And I'm just gonna get a little bit more because I do actually I also like moisturizing my neck. After I do hydrate my face, I go on and I use a I try to cover my pores because my pores are kind of big right here. So I try to have it as smooth and flawless as possible. This foundation could look good. So for this, I do use the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and it's this one. Honestly, this one, if you do have like big pores and things or whatever, I do highly recommend it. It is really, really good. And I just go ahead and I just go 1, 2, and because how this is like, and then I go right here, and how this is like the part where I mostly need help, I just go in circles with my own hand. I go like this. Although that right here is where I have like the most pores, I do try to have it all over my face, because I just feel like it just helps me way better, like 10 times more. So that's why I do it. After I do this, I do go ahead and I move on to the foundation. And for the foundation, I do use the Kat Von D foundation, and this is in the shade Medium 52 Neutral, and it's this one. And I do always put the foundation on my hand. I only go con una gota, porque how this foundation is matte. I feel like if you put like a lot of foundation, it's gonna look ugly and really crusty, and especially with all the product that you're gonna be putting in right now. So that's my opinion. And for this, I am gonna be using a brush. For this side, I did use a beauty blender because that's what I did used to use, and a beauty blender absorbs most of the foundation. So that's why I started using a brush. And for this, I'm going to be using this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name. I did get it with the kit. I just go ahead and I tap this on, and then I just go in circles, because if you go like this, se te hacen como líneas y se te mira feo, I think, and then you're going to have to go like, you know, do the extra thing. So I think it's just better if you just go in circles. It doesn't really matter where you start. To me personally, if you put like a lot of foundation, it looks more cakey and more like, you know. So I do try to put a little bit of foundation, especially how I live in Arizona and it's really, really sunny, and how, well, obviously you sweat really quick. So I feel like lo más que te pones, lo más sudas, más así se mira feo. So it's just better like retouching it whenever you do need the retouchment, instead of like, we're just gonna go to the neck. I feel like it's better to just retouch it as much as you need or whatever, because si te vas poniendo así mucho de uno solo, se te va a mirar muy feo. This is how it looks like with this foundation on, with the foundation that I use now compared to the one that I used when I was in high school. I didn't really care back in high school if my neck matched with my face, and as you guys can tell, I did use a wider foundation than my face was actually, and it was really horrible. That's what I think, because whenever I would take like pictures in the dark or whatever, I would get like flash y se te mira muy blanca la cara comparada con tu piel. It was a horrible experience, especially in like family pictures and things like that. And I move on with the conceal, and for this I am going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and it's this one. And I just go ahead and I tap it underneath my eyes, on my forehead, and on my chin. And then for this I do go ahead and I use the Beauty Blender, and I go ahead and just tap and blend it in. So this is how it looks after I do conceal my face. After I go ahead and I finish the conceal, I go ahead and I move on with the setting powder. I do use the same setting powder as I used to before, and it is again the Airspun loose face powder, and it is again in the color honey beige. So after this, I do go ahead and I just set it on my face. For this I do not use a beauty blender, I just use it to put it on, but I do not like I did right now. I like así me lo puse, no, nomás me lo pongo así. And I don't know, again, I don't know if I'm putting it right, but if I'm not and you guys have tips for me to improve, just go ahead and comment down below or DM me about it, because I do want to know more about makeup. Go ahead and leave it on like this for a while, mientras que me hago like concealer. And I go ahead and I use the same one that I used earlier, the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. And I just go ahead and tap like 2 or 3 times on my eyelid. And for this I go ahead and I use the Beauty Blender again, y me hago así, like all over. And after I'm done, I go ahead and I just use my finger, because as you guys can see right here, cuando te haces así se te quedan como, like, you know, de lo que te haces así se te queda marcado. So I just go ahead and I go with my finger and I just go like this, para que se me haga todo igual. And I go ahead and I leave that, and I move on back to this part of my face, and I go ahead and I contour it. And for this I am going to be using the Bella Cosmetics brush, this one. And again, like I said earlier, I do still, for contour, I do still use the this palette, and again it's from Beauty Treats. But for this one I do use this color here. And first of all, like before blending and everything, I just go ahead and I do the line of how, like, where I want it and things like that. Oh my god, wrong color. I did go ahead and I put it how I want my contour. I go ahead and I take this Morphe brush, and I just go ahead and go like this to the setting powder. After I take everything off, I go back with this brush and I do blend it how I do blend it to where I put everything. Use what's left over of the brush, and I go ahead and contour my nose, because I don't really like my nose being all like extremely dark. So I just go ahead and I just use like the leftover powder. I move on with my eyeshadow. As I did leave this on for a little, and I moved to the other part of my face, because right now when I put it, está como un poquito mojado, so I don't really like putting on the eyeshadow and things like that, because está un poquito mojado. Still use like mostly one color of eyeshadow on my eyes, because I don't know how to do like the cut crease and things like that. So I just go ahead and I put on the color that que caiga, that will match with my outfit or whatever. For this I will be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and it looks like this. And for this one I will be using I'm just gonna go with the nude color, because that's mostly what I use all the time. And for this I'm gonna be using this Morphe brush, and I'm gonna be using this nude color right here. This is mostly what I use all the time, because again, I don't really like it being noticeable that I don't know how to do makeup, like, you know. So I just go ahead and I just blend it as much as I can. with the eyeshadow, I do go ahead and I do my eyebrow. So for this, I will be using my Morphe brush. For this, I do use the Bang Beauty Chocolate Gel Eyeliner, and it looks like this. So this is the one I've been using lately, and I really like it porque no me deja como bien exagerado los eyebrows, like that kind of, because I want them to look like this again. I do go ahead and I get this Morphe brush right here, and I go ahead and just brush it off right here so I could get more of a fade. And I am done with my eyebrow. I really kind of like a natural one, because I have eyebrow but I don't have color on it, so I really like to just add the color, because I really don't want to look like this again. Move on with the highlight, and for this I'm going to be using the Morphe Bretman airbrush, or I don't know, highlight brush. Well, this is the one I use, and I go ahead and I use the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. And I see like a lot of people just spray on their face. I do not like to do that. I just go ahead and I wet like 3 pumps, 4 maximum the brush, and I go ahead and dry it a little bit. Morphe Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise palette, and it looks like this. Use the Vegatin, I don't know, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And I go ahead and I just go on the brush, and I go ahead and just go like this. And I always put it here, and I put a little bit on my forehead, and it looks like this. So yeah, so this is how it looks with the Bretman highlight here, and I put it on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit not right here, but right here. After this, I go ahead and I move on with my eyelashes. And for my eyelashes, I use just some drugstore eyelashes. These ones I already used, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and use them again. This for the eyelash, I'm gonna be using the Kiss Strip Lash Glue, and it's this one. I really recommend this one. It's 100% good. I always like to put like 2 layers, because I really like them to extra stick on there, porque no me gusta que se me andan cayendo así. After I did put the glue, I go ahead and I get my tweezers, and siempre me voy como aquí to the middle of the eyelash, como aquí, because this is where I start gluing it. I don't know if I'm doing it right again. So te esperas hasta que te haga como un kind of clear color, y luego ya te la pones. I put this one on, and then I wait for this one to dry, go ahead and move on to the other one, and then I come back, I put this one on, y me lo hago con mascara, arriba y abajo. And for this, I do use the Maybelline Lash Sensation mascara. Mientras esperamos que se pegue, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the bottom lashes. And I'm gonna go ahead and back with the mascara, and I do put here, I do tend to put mucho, porque I like kind of, well, I really like my eyelashes to be up. After I do like to put like highlight underneath right here in the middle. So I'm just gonna go ahead, what I usually do, I just take my finger, and I'm gonna be using the Mahou thing from the Morphe Bretman palette, highlight palette, and I'm gonna put a little bit here. Last but not least, I'm gonna be doing my lipstick. I've been really into matte lipstick, so I'm gonna be using the Becky G ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip, and let me see, this is Secreto. This is actually one of my favorite colors. I always use it. This is after I put on the matte lipstick. this, I really like this because this is how I usually do my makeup, and I like more of a natural color kind of, and I like the lipstick always giving it the whole vibe and everything. So this is how I do my makeup now versus how I did it in high school, and I feel like there's a big difference, not only because I'm more like a natural tone now than in high school. I was more like red, rosa, y así. So I use eyelash extensions now, and I do more like to my face and things like that. And now I blend with my neck and things like that. So there's just a lot of things that I do differently now that I think are much better than I used to. And I feel like I really improved a lot. And this is my final look. This is my look for how I used to do it in high school versus how I do it now. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications on to be notified every single time that I upload a video. And if you guys have any recommendations or anything like that regarding makeup or how I could improve, don't forget to leave them down in the comments down below, or you can DM me to all my social medias. I will be on the description down below. I will be having my family YouTube channel as well in the description down below, so don't forget to go and subscribe to us as well. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.